Spooky, spooky. Werewolf by Night. It's a movie or TV movie that I had no interest in. Said, I don't care. Oh, yeah, sure. Subscribe before I get into it. See, I'm not even doing this anymore. It just pops up to let you know. Because if you're here, what do you care? That made no sense. How you doing? Cool. I didn't hear you, so you could have said shitty, and I just said good. Nice guy. Anyway, I didn't have any interest in this, to be honest with you. They said, oh, at D23, Michael Giacchino, who I love, wonderful composer, actually a very pleasant person, too. You've had the pleasure of speaking with him. Very nice guy. And it seems like he scores every single movie. But they said, oh, he's directing this thing at D23. And I said, oh, what the hell is it? They said, it's a one-off kind of horror thing, and they showed a trailer, and it looked like in the vein of like the 1950s, monster movies. And I said, looks cool, but I don't know why I'd be interested in this. I was wrong. It's really good. It's really, really good. I shouldn't say I was wrong. I guess I was wrong. I was wrong in the fact that it did interest me, and it was a really good cast. I think that's part of it, and it might have been because I just put myself through the abomination that's called The Munsters, and The Munsters is a throwback to the old. Granted, what they're going for is different from what this is going for, but the 1950s monster movies, if you watch them, for obvious reasons, are dated and feel, oh, that's a costume, that's this. They can't pay homage to that without making it look cheesy, and you can't really get invested, and it's not true. You can. They did it, and Michael Giacchino does it well, and it separates itself from Marvel. They show something very close in the beginning where it's like, oh, okay, they're letting you know that it's in the Marvel universe, but it doesn't need to be. And I think it actually benefited from the fact that it doesn't. Like, you could turn that on, 5 minutes a minute after the thing starts, and you'll have no idea it's even part of the Marvel universe. And I think that's a good thing. It feels, I don't know, it feels like a proper homage to these things, but it still feels real. As real as it could be with the monsters and stuff running around, but it feels essentially what it is that this group of monster hunters come around. The head monster hunter crapped out, and he's like, "Listen, I got a bloodstone. I got this thing. Who wants to get it? Well, you gotta wipe out this monster that's running around the territory here. You do it, you got it. So all the top hunters come around. They got to figure it out. But inside of that, there's a werewolf on the prowl. There's a werewolf. What's his deal? Well, I'm not going to tell you. You got to figure it out. But there's a great cast inside of all of it. And my wife watches Outlander. So I wasn't. I think that Laura Donnelly looked familiar to me. She's really good. She shows up. She plays Elsa Bloodstone. She's the daughter who comes back. And she comes back, man, and she does a great job. I was like, who is this lady? I was engaged with every single scene that she was in. And now the obvious is that you got this character, Jack Russell, played by the great Gael Garcia Bernal. Now that shot alone, you're like, what's going on there? Again, watch it and figure it out. I ain't telling you nothing. This isn't a spoiler review. But I've liked him since Tu Mama Tambien, when I met through watching media, him and both Diego Luna. And Think always been a fan of both of them. So to see him show up, and to see Diego Luna obviously continue his role in Andor, but to see him show up in this is I think it's a perfect role for him. And I think that what they do, and I'll tell you what, with this thing that this is one of the more violent and violent/graphic things Marvel has done. That's what I'm telling you. If you watch this not realizing that it's Marvel, you wouldn't even know that it was. And Michael Giacchino obviously does the score for it. It is a perfect blend. And they do something, and it's very, very stylish and very stylistic. And what they do at the very end of this, I was like, it's not gimmicky, and it works. And there wasn't a lot of goofy, silly Marvel humor, which there's some humor in it, but the kind that I like, the kind that's right for the characters, but it's there's not a lot of it. And the other person I wanted to mention was where is she? There she is. So this actress here, I'm going to get her name in a moment, and I'm going to tell you exactly who she is, because that's what I do. Harriet Sansom Harris is Verussa in this. Now, Verussa is our villain. She is rotten. She's great. I didn't know her either. American Horror Story, apparently she was it, but I didn't know her. But everybody does their job well in this show. Michael Giacchino does a great job directing, and I want to see him direct more because he gets it. He gets what he's trying to go for here, and you can tell he's a fan of all this stuff, but he did the job at task. I think this is a great Halloween thing to watch. I really did. And this is coming from somebody that I had no interest in this. I went in going, okay, I am not the target audience for this thing. I don't know why I'm watching this. I don't know. I mean, I'll check it out and I'll see, and I'll just tell you, hey, it wasn't for me, but I hope you enjoy it. That's what I thought my review was going to be. And I was wrong. I'd say check it out. And I would also say check it out if you want to see something. Not everybody's been saying this, but I'll echo what everyone else is saying. Radically different from anything Marvel has done. Radically different. And refreshing, to be honest with you. It doesn't connect to the MCU. If you're looking for it to connect to the MCU, I mean, maybe it does. I don't know. But nothing that I looked at and go, oh, wow, that didn't need to. Wasn't the point. It's a Halloween special, and I dug it. How about you? You going to check it out? You going to see it? It's available now. I was going to review it earlier, but I didn't. There you go. Once again, subscribe. The road to 70,000. We're almost there. I appreciate you. I hope that you enjoyed this review. And I'll see you on the flip side. Don't hurt your ass. I don't know what that means. See you later. It's been a fun week. I'm very sorry. You think I meant to do that on purpose? You are sorely mistaken. All right, we'll see you on the flip side. Peace.